stone lifting was a piece of our national heritage that was largely forgotten over the past 150 years. But these stones are very important. They were part of who we were, they were rites of passage, and only the strongest person in these areas could lift these massive testing stones. So we're heading out to the island of Inishmeáin today to lift two very famous local stones, stonemasons testing stones on Inishmeáin. Two beautiful boulders, one is granite, one is marble, I was told. And I was told this by an islander called Micheál, who they call Rian Hilan, or King of the Island. All these Irish stones I'm finding are just absolutely massive. I mean, you're talking average 170, 175 kilos for all these Irish testing stones. So I mean, in context, the Icelandic stones were always kind of the heaviest ones that were known in the world. But all these ones I'm finding the past 18 months, they're absolutely huge. You know, they're the biggest en masse. Feeling a little bit tired. I didn't get much sleep last night between a whole heap of kind of introspection at about 11:30 and a big existential crisis at about 2:30. I think I got about maybe 2 hours sleep. You know, I just hope I can get a lift on these things. You know, I've been training hard. Like the first lifting stone I found was almost 2 years ago now, and I could barely lift any of them because they're so heavy. But I've been training out the back in the wind and rain the past 18 months to 2 years to lift these stones. So how I met Micheál is a fantastic story. I was going over to Inishmeáin just on spec. I had absolutely no idea that there was a stone there. I was told by someone that there was a rumour that there was a stone on Inishmeáin that was lifted. I was meant to be meeting a man called Pérez on the island. But on the way up to the island, I got a phone call from Pérez saying he was ill and he wasn't available to meet me, you know, coming off the ferry. So I was at the ferry kind of going, what the hell am I going to do? So I hop onto the ferry and I go up to the crew members, and I asked them, I said, look, I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but I have a crazy question. Do you know of any Cloch Nirt or lifting stones on the island? He said, sorry, I'm from Inisheer, I'm not from Inishmeáin. But he said, do you see the man asleep down the back of the ferry? We call him Micheál, the King of the Island. Micheál, he said, there's a man here asking about the Cloch Nirt, he said, about the lifting stone. Oh, I've heard of that, he said, I've heard of that. I don't know where it is, but sure, won't my friend Johnny, he said, he'll be in the car when we get off the ferry. I guarantee he'll be there. He said, we'll go over and ask him where it is. It's in a small little graveyard over there called Kilcannon. There isn't even any headstones in the cemetery, just flat stones. So I think it's the year 1200 the church was built. I was there 14 months ago and I couldn't pick it up, so I've been training for a year, so hopefully redemption time. So we finished lifting the graveyard stone and I barely broke the ground with it. I think it got it about maybe 3 inches off the ground because it's very, very heavy. So I was walking back up the path and I hear this, hello, can I talk to you, how'd you get on? From a voice, just this disembodied voice coming from up a hill. And then Micheál leans over a fence and he's like, how did you get on with the stone? I thought I got on great. Broke the ground with it, got the wind under it. That's fantastic, he said. I'm really happy that I bumped into you again because, he said, I was only after being woken up in my sleep. So I forgot about it when I met you first. But he said, I have a lifting stone on my land that the stonemasons used to lift. And there's a man called Sean was the last man to lift it. So I was like, do you want to come and have a look at it? He said. I said, yeah, of course I'm going to have a look at it. So then we had to take the stone out of the wall, put a massive hole in the wall, and we had to take it down onto the ground. And I said, I'm sorry for making a big hole in your wall. No problem, he said, just put the stone back up there for me, will you please? So I tried and failed the first time to put the stone back up on the wall for him. I picked it up to my chest, but it just slipped out of my hands and I couldn't put it back on the wall, and I was spent after lifting the first stone in the graveyard as well. But I promised him I'd come back. I promised him I'd come back and do it for him. Great to see you again, Micheál. Thank you so much for having me on. Delighted to be here. Delighted to give it a go again. It's been 14 months of training for this, so I'm hoping I can lift this thing this time.
Oh yeah, not that I'm too worried about it.
Ah, Jesus, I know. But I mean, it's the story itself is incredible, you know, and the stone on your land, I've been thinking about it ever since. Has it gone back up on the wall?
That's a big lie, man.
There's one down in Kilcannon there, and there's one on Micheál's land.
Oh my God, you know, I'd like to see it because I don't believe it.
Should we give it our best attempt anyway?
I brought a van down.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, jeez, that'd be brilliant.
I walk down the hill like. You have to stay until you lift it though.
It might take a couple of goes, like, you know. There's no shortage of building material anyway.
No, they choose the right one, didn't they?
And I think Bartolo was saying it was his granddad was the last man to lift it.
Oh, could be. He was strong. They were strong. Bartley comes from a strong.
Well, you can tell he's a big looking man, all right, yeah. Big hands on him. Sure, if it was his granddad lifted it, sure, that's probably 100 years ago. 70 years ago anyway, I'd say, you know.
I think the only one Rory Warchi, I think, from what I know, is the only one, or maybe one of the only ones that are alive that has lifted it.
Who've lifted it.
And he's...
Oh, Jesus, that's beautiful.
Do you want to go down to the graveyard?
I might go down to the graveyard first.
There's Milo. Milo's got a girlfriend and a friend.
All right. He's having too much crack.
Golia, come on, Golia. It's Helen, my wife.
Oh, lovely. Didn't meet Helen the last time.
Oh. Hello, Milo. What's the girl in your line? Come on, load up. Come on. He doesn't recognise the car.
Yeah.
Hello, Millie. All right.
Okay, no, I'm over here.
All right, come on. Oh, that's where Shawnee lived, the fella with the stone up.
Yes. Oh, that's where he lived. With the purple door. And that's the fella that lifted the stone up above.
Yeah. There, the cliffs of Moho.
Where? Oh yeah, I see
in
it.
the background there.
Yeah.
That's Inishmeáin.
And that's Inishmeáin then.
Yeah. Now we can park here.
Lovely. This is the old jetty.
Hi there.
David.
This is our great friend Dara Tommy.
How are you going? How are you? Dara, David, how are you?
Dara lifted this stone before you not long ago.
Seriously, that's fantastic.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
It's a big stone. That's the plan anyway. We give it a go, you know. But there's a huge lump of a stone, like.
Great. Well, I hope you don't mind us going down to
Not at all. Not at all. The more the merrier.
Well, then Bill, this is better than yours in the bench. Bench in the mess, and you then.
Meet you hingo chorcha.
Huh?
Meet you hingo chorcha.
You current chain.
Job at Contal, all right, Nis in the clones, and a Jackie Florian, and of course, with the rest of them.
Just on there or two.
Wow.
So just speak of Gary is just a Fiocasus or the Fader. And then Crushy Threesha.
Does that more mean?
Yeah, I heard a Clyde, yeah, I heard a Clyde. Yeah, go with the mouse.
Yeah.
We have bore on where we Cosano, there's a pathway out here once upon a time. But see,
It is well.
yeah, nobody
Washed in by the sea there, right?
Sure, maintenance.
Yeah. He lifted it before himself.
Oh yeah, I thought it was.
Fair play to him.
You said the can mauler, the shot put here, but it was.
The shot put.
Yeah, they used to throw that quite a bit here. It was kind of a big.
Almost like a big stone.
Yeah, kind of roundy stone, probably weighed about.
It's so good.
You're going to see going across.
Where's the steps of sky?
You don't know the coin to the
Which way I get it first? Yeah, that's the way, all right. That's the way.
Oh, perfect word.
Oh.
Woo!
Ah! Redemption. The first time I came here, I couldn't budget. And it's only a short 14 to 16 months ago. I couldn't move it. It wouldn't come up to my ankles. And I tried and I tried and I tried. But I trained over the whole of the last winter and in the mud and in the dirt and the rain out the back. Trained on stones, and just to get that lifted, it's fantastic. What a feeling. What a feeling. Sure, this is what you're doing with this is you're carrying on a culture that was almost dead, you know. Speaking to some of the people here and saying that the last person to lift this, there might be only one person left on the island alive who's lifted it, you know. And what you're doing is you're bringing that forward. You know, you're saying, right, now that someone else has done it. And I can guarantee you there's going to be men come from all over the world to come lift this, you know, because they're come from all over the world to lift the Inishmeáin stone. I've had lads from Australia, I've had lads from Germany, Canada, and there'll be lads come over now to lift that because it's an absolutely beautiful stone. I can guarantee you there'll be men come from all over. So what you're doing is you're bringing it back, you're reanimating a dead thing. It's been mentioned to me by a couple of people lately, and I'd never thought about it like that, you know. That like we had a lot of this through colonisation, you know. We had a lot of this kind of bet out of us or took away from us. Like what you do when you colonise a place, you take away their strength and you take away their will to do something like something strong like this, you know. So I've been told that like there's a couple of people who said you're healing intergenerational wounds. I don't know whether to take it that far. I'd like to think so, you know. I'd like to think it's you're bringing something back and you're bringing a bit of pride back. You know what I mean? You're bringing back something like a bit of strength back because like we're a strong people, and like all these lifting stones only attest to that. You know, they're big, they're heavy, they're some of the heaviest in the world, and we're strong people, and we were strong people, and now we are strong people again. You know, there's magic. You know, the place is magic. This place alone is just.
That's what you get.
There's sheets of rock there, like the little torch. The place itself is unbelievable, and then you know the fact that you're on the island.
Oh yeah, see, like right out there, there's like stones like that. I've been right for snorkeling. They're kind of like that all the way out there.
Oh,
and I've seen octopus. I've seen every and like it's only like where that boat is kind.
Incredible.
You kind of snorkel across from the end of the pier, and people go to the Red Sea and all this kind of stuff.
This is clear, I'd say.
It's absolutely beautiful, like.
Like I said, I wouldn't look the biggest in myself, so.
Oh no, I thought the first day that I met you was waiting for this.
Waiting for the big man.
Big giant to be. I thought I could feed the boat moving with somebody walking on it.
A bit of a disappointment then.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Oh, that's another thing that before the sledgehammer they used to have what they call a Cloch Nirt, which was a small granite boulder, and they used to drop it onto the stones to break them.
Oh wait.
I
So
just
they use the granite because it's the denser stone
Oh yeah,
to break that.
oh yeah, it would break the limestone.
Wow.
You need a bit of
You need a bit of force gear here, alright. That's steep.
oh yeah. There's a bit of stonework going on there.
Oh, that's incredible. Look at that. Work of art.
Oh yeah. We're down this road, Gene, here.
Oh, lovely. I remember that road, alright. Jeez, these spots are incredible.
Oh yeah, the road, Gene.
Wow.
We have, I don't know, we have loads of, oh yeah, there's different.
The work that must have gone into. Look at the fucking size of the stones.
Oh yeah, this stood them up. There's an interesting stone along here. It's all black. I don't know, it's a black by the hole in it.
It's incredible. I think it's like a sheet of paper, like.
Yeah. Say from September 1 to, well, March, May maybe, you know, to tend to their cattle.
September to March.
Yeah. And then they'll be on the other side, on the other side of the island.
So this is the wintering of the cattle up here.
Yeah.
Because it's warmer.
Yeah, the warmer from the stone in the walls. But it's, for some reason, and it's also the most isolated part, kind of.
Well, you can hear that there's not a sound, sure. There's not.
The prevailing wind comes from the southwest, kind of, out here.
Which?
You know, when we start walking this way now, like...
Oh, there'll be a track.
Cusson.
Cusson. Lovely, lovely word.
Yeah, we have a Cusson and we have a Rogin and we have a Bohr.
A Bohr, a Rogin, and a Cusson.
Yeah.
Bohr will be the biggest.
The Bohr will be the biggest.
Rogin will be the middle, small road.
Yeah.
And Cusson a walking path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not missing. What do you think, man?
We'll have a look over the other side. I see it, all right. That's the way. More redemption. This stone was probably the heaviest stone I'd lifted the last time I came here. I could pick it up, but I couldn't get it onto the wall. I wasn't strong enough. And it's been sitting on the ground here with a big hole in the wall the last 15 months. And it just feels awesome to finally put it back up for Micheál and fix his wall for me again. But yeah, what a feeling. Both of them today lifted. I couldn't be happier. The lifts couldn't have gone better for me today. But again, like I said before, it's all down to the training, you know. And then you have to know that you're going to do it. There's no prize for second place with this. You're either strong enough or you're not. But I made a point of training wicked hard for this over the last year and a half. And I knew when I put my hands on these stones today that they were going to come up. There was no two ways about it. And this one came up very easily. Actually, it felt light, you know. I felt I could do reps with this one, like so. Just to know that you put the hard work in and it's paid off. You know, it's not something that happens immediately. I had to build up to it, but all of those months and nights out in the rain and the cold of training have paid off. I mean, isn't that a fantastic feeling? Just get out and do it and improve yourself, you know. There's nothing stopping you, only yourself. And like I've already said, you're never too old, too unfit or too unhealthy. Just get out, pick your thing you want to do and just go for it, you know. Don't think about it too much, just do it. When you're lifting a stone, you're putting your hands where somebody else has put their hands maybe 1,000 years ago. You know, so when you think about that, it kind of blows your mind. Somebody 1,000 years ago or even more lifted that stone the same way that you're lifting it now. So it's like you're reaching back into the past and you're grabbing these people, you know, through the stone. You're putting your hand where theirs is, you know, so it's almost like you're time travel. For me, it's almost like a ritual, you know, it's part ritual, part strength training, and holy, wonderful.